Hi Stitchy friends! Welcome to Cross My Stitches. My name is Jackie and today is March 29, 2024. This is episode 99. So next episode will be my 100th episode and my anniversary, which is coming up in April 22nd. So I'm real excited about that. It is also Good Friday today. So those of you that celebrate Good Friday and Easter Sunday, I want to wish you all a blessed day today and a happy Easter on Sunday. If that is not your particular holidays, then I want to just wish you a great weekend. So it's going to be a beautiful 3-day weekend here in Kentucky. So I hope it's beautiful where you are today. The first thing I wanted to mention was how blown away with the response that I got from my tips and tricks video. Oh my, I have no words to say of the amount of new subscribers that I have. Over 1,000 new subscribers on my channel from that video. I just want to welcome you all. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I have lots to share on my channel and different things that I'm working on. It's mostly cross stitch, sometimes a little bit of wool applique, or it might be punch needle, but mostly it's just cross stitch. And so I want to welcome all of you new subscribers. Thank you so much. You really made me feel the love with all of your subscriptions. There will be a part 2 to that video. It might be part 3, but there will be part 2 at least. I think it's going to be 3 parts. And I'm looking forward to videoing that really soon, the next couple weeks. So again, welcome to my channel. For my regular subscribers that were here with me each and every day, thank you so much. You're the reason that I make these videos and that I share my love of crafting and cross stitch with you. I truly enjoy doing this. It is a lot of work to get it together, but it makes me feel good to know that people are watching and they're commenting, and just makes me feel really good inside. So thank you so much. I have several things I want to cover today. The first is I want to show some past finishes because I have so many new subscribers. So I want to show some of the things they may not have seen that are holiday related. So they're Easter, spring related. And so we'll start off with this little bunny pillow. This is hair etching, I think is what it's called. It was in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. It also is in, it's a Heart to Hand. I think that's her thing. I think that's who she is. Heart in Hand. And she also has it in a new release on a 4-pack of 4 different etchings. So this is what I did with it. I made a little pillow, a little twine here. This is just folded over to make it look like a little bit of ruffling. And then on the back, I have, sorry for the glare, I've got the sun coming in, a pair of bunnies on an Easter hunt. So that's my first one. My second one is one of the bunnies from Lizzie Kate, and I cannot remember if her name was Henrietta, but she came originally in a kit and she was a Lizzie Kate years ago. These are back out again. You can get them at 123 Stitch. They are now the holders of those patterns, and she is the only one in the Easter or the bunny spring ones that I have gotten done so far. So I have Henry, and I think she's Henrietta, I'm not positive. Then I have Pansy and Nana. There's like 4 or 5 of them in the bunny series that I just haven't done yet. But there she is. She has her little hat hanging off of her. She is a stand-up. And there's the back fabric. It's just like a pin dot fabric. And I just love her. I have several stand-ups completed. This is the only spring one that I have completed so far. So, and if you want to know how to do stand-ups like this, get with Vonna Pfeiffer. She's got a channel, The Twisted Stitcher. She is awesome. She has lots of tutorials on her blog as well as on her YouTube channel on how to do these things. So this is where I learned all these finishings from, is from Vonna. So that's my second one. And the last one I want to share includes a tip. So this one is Welcome Spring. Sorry about the glare. And it is from the drawn thread. Let's see if I can get it without glare. Probably not there. And it sits in this big frame. And I'm going to show you, I have all 4 seasons complete. I'm going to show you the back of this frame because this is the tip. All 4 of them are exactly the same size. I love doing seasonal pieces instead of monthly pieces. So I like to do the spring, summer, winter, and fall because it's easy to switch them out normally if you're using the same frame or the same finish for each one, that you could just switch them out all the time. And what I did on this frame, and it's messy back here, but it's okay, I put these little tabs that you can swing out of the way and then change it. So I have all 4 seasons done. Only 3 of them are fully finished, but I can just pull this out and put another one in. And I have 2 mats that match all 4. So I have this green mat that I use for spring and I use for autumn. So I use this one for spring and autumn. I have a red one that I use for summer and winter. And so that was spring, so this is summer. And these are so fun to stitch. They are absolutely fun to stitch, and they're not that difficult. They do have specialty stitches, but they give you directions on how to do them. And there's autumn. Winter's completed too. I just have not gotten it fully finished on a board yet, so I have until next winter to worry about that. But I wanted to share that with you because it's really easy. One frame, I just flip the tabs in the back, switch it, switch the mat if I need to, put the tabs back on, and back up on the wall it goes. And it's in a white frame, so it matches everything, not a problem. So I just wanted to share that with you. That was my tip in my video today. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, so those are my earlier finishes. I wanted to share those. I have some new finishes, but I think I'm going to wait for the new finishes until the end because there's some fabulous ones, and I want to wait. I'm going to make you wait for a little while so I can share those with you. And I'm just so, I want to use the word chuffed. You know, if you've watched anybody from across the pond, you've heard that word before. That's how I feel. I'm so chuffed over these finishes, and that means happy. That's what chuffed is, and that's the word they use, and I just love it. So I think I'm going to start using it because it just makes me smile. So I'm going to show the finishes after I do my whips. So I do have several whips that I've worked on. It gets quite easy to work on a lot of whips when you're not working. So I'm still at home, and I'm doing okay. I really am. I'm doing fine. Still dealing with my back and neck issue and the migraines, but today is a good day. So I do get a lot of stitching in because it doesn't hurt me to sit and stitch. So I want to share with you what I have been working on this last 2 weeks. So the first one is, I tried to remember to unzip everything, Cricut Collection Spring. And this is another series that has 4 different seasons. And I am doing mine on a blue 28 count, and I have no idea what the name of the fabric is because I lost the little tag. Let me see. I don't see it in here, and I don't remember. It's not an overdyed, it's just a regular Swigart color, but I just can't remember what it is. So let's see. I am currently working on the N in spring. See if I can get this all flipped over because it would have been nice if I brought a board, but I didn't. So there it is. I have to stand up. Try to get it so you can see it. There we go. So there it is. I'm still working on little things on each letter. None of them are really completed. I think S is the only one that's almost completed except for the flowers down there. And the rest I'm still working on. So I'm working here. I have completed 159 stitches in that N so far. I probably will continue on with this today when I'm finished here and try to get that N completed. I usually like to do all the letters and then put the little stuff in between, so I really love working on this. I do have the autumn one already finished, and I finished it in a as like a hanging flat fold. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue that or take that apart and change it so all 4 are finished in the same way. I might frame it and then put it all in each in a frame like I'm doing the other one. I'm not sure. I am not sure. So don't zip, Jackie. No zipping. Okay, so the next one is Summer is Calling. This is an old pattern from Leisure Arts. Nope, wrong one. Let me find out where I lost it at. Oh, there she is. There she is. Okay. And it looks like this. And I've loved this for the longest time. I've had it for the longest time, and I kept saying I was going to work on it. And I just had to start it. When I started my little, I had to start all the things, and I started 5 things on within 2 days. This is one of the ones I started. And Summer Calling, I put a lot of stitches in. And this fabric is a hand dyed by Stephanie. It is it's called Snowdrifts. It's a 32 count. And I've put 1,186 stitches in this since the last time you saw it. And I think it would have been farther after that, but it's not. I'm still working on the birdhouse. There it is. Let me flip up. Isn't that adorable? Look at that little bird. Isn't she just adorable? I'm loving this. I absolutely love this. It is so, so adorable. And it's going to be a good sized piece. So I'll be very happy with it when it's completed. I keep rearranging my stitching so I'm not stitching on the same things all the time, except for Map of Hawk Run Hollow, which I am going to stay on every week until it's completed, because that one's from 2018. I'm trying to get all my whips, my old whips done. I still have Miss Christmas Eve that needs to get beaded. And I ordered some clamps to hold my scroll frame, and I think they're going to work to help me do this. But they haven't shown up yet. I'm going to show those to you when they do, and by then I'll be able to let you know that they worked or they didn't work. We'll see. And I'm hoping that they're going to work, because they will clamp onto a table and then clamp onto your frame. And that'll make it so it's steady enough for me to do, because if I try to use my Lowry stand, sorry, if I try to use my Lowry stand, the scroll frame is quite large and it just pulls down, so it's constantly wobbly. And the same thing with my Case Creation lap stand. It's just not strong enough to hold the frame steady enough for me to do it. So I'm hoping these clamps are the answer. We'll see. Okay, so my next one is Fruit of Plenty. I'm sure everybody has seen this design. It is by Modern Folk Embroidery. And this is the picture. God, I love this thing. I love this pattern, and I'm so loving the colors I chose. I'm so happy I stuck with my original plan, because it is just looking, and it's full of lint right now. I don't know where all that came from. And it's going to have cat hairs, because unfortunately, you know, cats. Here's where I'm at with it. So I worked on all that stuff on the bottom down here. This is where I'm at right now. And I'm hoping, if I can jump on this for the next couple days, I might be able to get page 1 done. So that is my thought. But this is done with DMC. It is 115 the variegated. It's 902 for the dark, which is the ones along the top. It is, what are the other colors I'm using? Hold on, 3. Now I gotta look. So it is the 115, 422 is the tan, and 321 is the red. So those are the colors that I'm using. These are my carpet in my living room, my throw carpet. It's, you know, just a throw rug. It is in these colors. So that's what I was trying to match, so I could put it in my living room and it would look just beautiful. And so happy with it. Happy with that. And on Fruit of Plenty, I did 700 so far stitches this month, or this last 2 weeks. My next one is Jack-o'-lantern, and I don't think I have a picture in here. Let's see. So that's what it looks like when it's done. It is a full coverage piece, and it's called Jack-o'-lantern Stained Glass. It is from Funky Fresh, that's the name of his shop, on Etsy. It's being stitched on a 20 count Easy Grid white Aida and with the DMCs. And I'm still working on, because it is stained glass, it has all the leading in black. Oh, I do have a picture of it. Shame on me. So there it is. It's got all that leading in black, and that's what I'm working on first. I'm trying to get, I'm going to be just standing up a lot here. I'm trying to get from here all the way across to here, all this in here, all that black leading done. And then I will work on the corners. I guess that's my plan at this point, is to do one corner at a time and fill in it. One corner at a time, and then start filling in the center. So the pumpkin's probably going to be last, but this is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And this is where I'm at with it right now. So as you can see, I'm already down to the bottom where I need to go. So I just need to work my way on this side, and then I'll be able to do all the fill-in on that corner. And I got so excited with this, and I enjoy it so much that I have purchased a couple other full coverage. One is a stained glass owl, and then there's another full coverage, I can't remember. Oh, it's a woman. It's an autumn picture with a woman with all the leaves around her. Oh, it's so pretty. So I'm only doing one at a time though. I can't start all these at once. So I'm going to work on this one first, and if I can get it far enough along, I might jump on another one. So on my Jack-o'-lantern stained glass, I have done 805 stitches in the last couple weeks. My next one is The Way to Happiness. Now, I do not have a picture of this one, and I know I have it on my phone. I just have to find it. It is from Jardin Privé, and it is a freebie on her site. I don't see it. I need to start putting all my pictures in one place so I can find them, because it gets frustrating when I can't find them and you're on here waiting for me to find it. Nope, can't find it. Can't find it. So anyway, I'm going to show the part I'm working on, because like I said, it is a freebie, and this is what I'm working on, The Way to Happiness. It's a big long piece, and you can go on their website. I will post it below so that you can get this if you want to. And right now it's wrinkled. I am right here. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm doing the words. So Way to Happiness, and I started the words down there. I have completed, let's see, 695 stitches since, and it might be this is the whole thing. I don't think I showed this on my last video. I said I was going to start it. I started doing the butterflies, which is this right here, and then I decided I was going to stop, and I'm going to put some shimmery blending filament in their wings. So I'm going to pull him out and then add the shimmery blending filament, so their wings like glitter a little. They're a little flashy, which I think will be cute. But absolutely love working on this. It's so cute and easy. It'll be a long piece. I can't believe I can't find the picture of it. There it is. There it is. So I'm looking forward to getting that completed. Like I said, I will put that in the video below. And it's something I can feel like I can work on when I feel a little blue, and I can just do those words and it kind of brightens my day. So we'll see how far I get with it next time, or if it's in my rotation for the next 2 weeks, I'm not sure. Wow, I'm dangerous. Somehow I got a needle stuck through. I should have showed you that. It stuck right through my project bag, like up in the air. Whew, that was dangerous. That would have been a good poke if I had reached in there and didn't notice that. My next one is Light of Winter. This is by Brenda Gervais. Looks like this. I'm working on this with some of my club friends, my Stitchy group. There's like 3 or 4 of us working on this. And this is where I'm at with it. Sorry about the flickering light because I'm having a little power surge. Here we go. So I did the little angels. That's what I've been working on. So on those, I have put 320 stitches in. I need to get those little angels finished. So we have our next Stitchy meetup on April 20th. So this will be going with me this time. I forgot it last time. And working on that with the other ladies. And I'll talk about my Stitchy group after this. And then the next one is Woodland Christmas. I call it Woodland Forest. They called it Woodland Christmas. This was, and I found out, it's in the 2013 Cross Stitch Christmas book. And it has a vintage Santa on the cover. This is what the pattern looks like. It is by Karen Kluber, Rosewood Manor. And it's like a mini version of And a Forest Grew. And this is where I'm at with it. I have completed 472 stitches, and I put in that big tree there. I'm stitching this on 36 count white linen. And there it is. I put that little big tree right here in. So really love working on this. It's like a mini finish. Every time you do a tree, you're like, ooh, mini finish. And it's just so many, you know, woodsy colors. They're just beautiful. And there's a lot. I mean, it's 2 rings here of floss. And there's lots and lots of woodsy colors in there. Look at that. So lots of fun. So if you're looking for that one, it will not be released. It's only in that issue of Cross Stitch Christmas books. You know, those hardcover books that you see all the time. It's called the Cross Stitch Christmas, and you'll see a vintage Santa Claus on the cover. And then my last whip that I worked on is Map of Hawk Run Hollow. This has been my focused one because it is the oldest one that I'm working on right now. I have 3. I actually have 2 that are older than this. I have Miss Christmas Eve, which I have to get the beading done, so we've talked about that. And then I have Lady of the Flag. So those are the 2, and then this is the 3rd one, Map of Hawk Run Hollow. And I'm really hooked on this one at this point. I have done 1,233 stitches on it in the last 2 weeks. This is what it looks like. I really want to get this done and hung up on my wall. And so this, I didn't even take it out. This is where I'm at with it. This is on a 36 or 40. I have to look. I think it's a 36. 36 doubloon. I over dyed it with tan Rit dye to get it a little bit darker. And here it is. And I have all this over here that I've done. So everything you see, the hawk was always done. He's been done for quite a while, and most of the stuff on that side. I worked on this side, and I got the road all the way up. I got all the farm stuff in here, the sheep, the cows, the bird, and the border. And mind you, this particular piece, I have done more frogging than I've done in any other piece. It's like every time I turn around, I got to frog something. And I had this all the way down, and then I had it over too far. I don't know how I added to it, but then I had to rip it all out and put it back in. So it's looking okay. If I see a black spot, I think that's, yeah, it's lint. So I got all that done. This is where it is. It is absolutely one of my favorites. And it sat for the longest time, and I didn't work on it at all. I did a little bit of the, I think last year, I started this in 2018. By 2023, I only did just the trees and part up to probably here, up to here, of the hawk. And that was it. It sat for years. And I just got it in me that I need to get these older ones done. I have 26 whips, and I don't want to go to 30. I want to get these older ones done, these older whips done. There's no reason for them to be languishing in my pile of to-do and keep starting new things, new things, and new things. And I know I just started 5 new things. And mostly they're small things, thankfully. They're not that big. But I have a lot of huge, not full coverage huge, but I have a lot of large projects with a lot of stitching in them. So, and there's several more that I want to start. So I've got to slow it down and get these large ones completed. So those were all of the whips that I worked on in the last 2 weeks. I'm going to talk about the Stitchy group. So we are Lake Cumberland Stitchers, and we meet at our library once a month. It's about the 3rd Saturday of each month. And we met last time in March 16th, and we had the most fabulous time. I'm going to post pictures here of our time over there stitching and stuff with my Stitchy friends. I have about 28 or 29 people in the Facebook group, but right now I've got maybe 5 or 6 people that have shown up more than once. So I'm hoping that other people that are in their group that are nearby will come and stitch with us. I was so pleased to see my friend Wendy. She lives up by Louisville, and she drove down all this way just to spend time with me on that Thursday, or that Saturday, which was awesome. I loved seeing Wendy. In fact, me and Melissa were supposed to go to another event the next Saturday, but her husband had some health issues, so we ended up not going, which is no big deal. We'll catch him again sometime. And so it was great to see Wendy, though. So I really enjoyed seeing her. We got new Stitchy people in the group again that showed up, so I'm hoping they're going to come back. I'm excited about that. And waiting for April's meetup so we can meet again. I am checking into the extension office. Unfortunately, in our county, the extension office is extremely small. They are building a new extension office, but that's going to take probably about a year. And they only have one, I think it's one big meeting room in the basement, and it's booked almost all the time. I'm trying to work out for us to be able to go to the extension office and meet. She has told me there is a house on the property that we probably could use to meet in that. So I got to go back and get with the extension office woman and go and see the house, which is like in the back of the property, and see if it's something that'll work for us instead of the library. We'll see, because it would be nice if we could sit if it's furnished and it's got a living room and stuff, we could actually sit in the living room and relax and stitch and stuff. That would be awesome too, and we'd be able to bring food and share and stuff like that. So I'm going to check on that. I was supposed to do that this week, but I haven't feeling well, so I didn't do it. So I will try to get that done next week. Let's see, what else do I have? Did I buy anything? I am still on a buying spree because I am not working right now. I'm on a leave from work, so I only get a portion of my pay, so I have really had to cut down. But Etsy has become my real friend because I have patterns that I've purchased on Etsy that I can get for a couple bucks a piece, and that makes me feel like I've gotten something exciting to work on. I did purchase 2 patterns off of Etsy, and they're both cat patterns because I was doing a cat pattern search. And let's see if I can pull them up here. This one is called Cat Pyramid, and I think this is the most adorable thing. I'm going to have to stand up again so you can see it. I've got my light turned down. Let me check it again. Hold on. Where's Where's my light? Cut it back down a little more. Let's see if that works. There it is. Isn't that the most adorable? Look how tall that is. I think it's 24 inches high. 24? Yeah, 24 I think. Just so adorable. I love a little black cat at the top. They've got this ribbon, like kite ribbon through it. Just so adorable. The other pattern I bought is called Cat with Butterfly. And again, just absolutely look at the green in her eyes, and it matches the green in the butterfly. So lots of stitches though. Both of these are quite large. Again, don't need any new large projects, but I keep pulling them out. So I need to stop. I think that is it. We'll go on to my finishes, my new finishes that I'm so excited about, and we're going to go small to large. So I have a pile about this tall of things I need to finish all the time. This week I took some time in the last few days to get some of them done, and it definitely is a process. It is a process because I have to drag it all out, figure out what fabrics, if it's going to have fabric on it, or what frame it's going to fit in, and it's quite the battle. So my biggest thing now is to get this pile down, and then to finish things as I fully finish things as I finish them, because it only makes sense not to let them pile up too much. The ornaments are not too bad. You can get, you make little pillows, or you make little, hard ornaments and stuff. But other things, it's difficult. It took me, for the big one I'm going to show you, well actually the two big ones I'm going to show you, it took me a day apiece to get these pinned in the frames. It was an all-day thing to get it straight. And you'll see why when you look at them, why it took me all day and how big they are. But I'm glad to have them done, but I don't want to do 5 of them in a row when they're that big and try to get it done, and my back and neck just kill me trying, and sometimes I can't. I start it and I can't do it. And anyway, let's talk about what I have finished. I'm pulling up my notes here so I can remember what it is. The first one is called Holly Jolly Buffalo. This is from Open Road Abode Needlework. It is on an 18 count Aida, and I finished it in an ornament. I'm just going to stand up. You guys are going to have to look at me partially while I do these. So this is it. And the reason I did this one is because it reminds me of the time my husband and I were on the road in the motorhome. And we were at the Buffalo Roundup in South Dakota at the Custer State Park. So that's why I did him. He is in a Just Cross Stitch ornament issue. I just don't have that information here right now. I've got to be more mindful to write these things down. The back of it has the buffalo check, and of course I have my own little labels to put on each of my ornaments. So there it is. That's my first one. The second one is Snow Cardinal. This is a pattern from Just Nan, and this came as a special pattern with a tin. You were supposed to make the pattern and put it on a tin. Well, I didn't have the tin or anything. I just had the pattern, so this is what it looks like. It will get a jewel to go in the very center. I just have not found the right one yet, but it is fully finished. They got, I can hold this thing still. They got little beads for eyeballs. Can you see that? And it has a gold and green trim. Again, buffalo check because the cardinals are red and black, so I thought that was appropriate. And there it is. So hopefully I'll find that jewel if I get a chance to go into Lexington sometime soon. My next one was a freebie from Shannon Christine. She was giving out on her group. And I want to do all these because I love them all. This one is the little teal mocha cup. It's done on black. And I think it's a 32 count black Lugana. And the trim on it is hand dyed by me. And it kind of matches the green on the greenery on it. This one also has a red back with the little snowflakes on it. And so there's that one. These are so darn cute. I absolutely love these. All of them. I want to do all, and they're such a quick stitch. Who wouldn't love doing all of them? And they're free. So if you're not part of her Facebook group, you need to join her Facebook group, Shannon Christine. And she keeps these in her group. And she's always giving freebies and stuff away, so which is awesome. I'm sure we're going to get one for Easter. The next two are from a book called Oh Christmas 3. This was hands-on design. I had finished the first one in a glass little half glass ornament and put snow in it, but the other two I decided not to do that. This is Joy, and this is a 32 count charcoal. And it has some white fuzzy trim. It has the red, the same as the other one with my label on it. So there's that one. And then this one is Peace, and the same thing. So it's the design Peace, the little fuzz around it, looks like snow, and then the red with the snowflakes. So those are all the ornaments. Not all the ornaments. This was supposed to be an ornament too, but I found this little frame that I had in my stash, and I absolutely thought it looked perfect in it, so I ended up putting it in the frame. So this is called the Crystal Forest. It is by Serendipity Designs. It is in the 2004 Just Cross Stitch ornament issue. It's stitched on 32 count natural linen, but it kind of looks like green with all this greenery flecking around it. But there it is. And I don't know if you can tell or not, but the green trees, they're all metallics. They're like a Krynic or something I use, so they're all glistening. But isn't that adorable? And I did change him. He is darker. I did his antlers in a darker brown than what they did. And I love this. I'm going to get just a little easel, and I'll put him on the easel during the winter. I don't even think I'm going to do it Christmas. I'm going to do the whole winter because I think he's absolutely fabulous. So those were all my smalls. And then I have this design, which is by Hands-On Design, called Spring Chalk. And I just finished this one. So there it is. It is on a house. I'm trying to think if this was, it was called a hanging decor. I want to say I got this from Hobby Lobby, but I'm not sure where I got it. Could have been Hobby Lobby or it could have been Walmart. But there's my spring designs attached to it. And again, seasonal. I love all the seasonal ones. I got to get the rest of these chalks done. And I put a little bit of ribbon that's like almost velveteen ribbon along the top and the bottom, which it just makes the pink all pop. And of course, this is magnetic. So if I pop it off, it has the washers on the back. And then this has some channels here that are raised. So I've got some foam core stuck and 2 magnets stuck on it, so I can put the other seasons on it too. And it just stays on the wall and changed out with the seasons. And it just sticks to it. Get it straight again. So there it is. I think the next one I need to do is summer. I think I'm going to have to pull, I know I just said I wasn't going to start anything, but I need to pull them out. Maybe if I pull out winter, maybe I could get winter done before winter hits. What do you think? Let me put this down here so I don't drop it on the floor. Okay, now on to my big ones. This is called 4 Seasons Band Sampler. It is out of the Just Cross Stitch magazine. I'm definitely going to have to stand up for this. And move everything out of the way. And it was in the 2011. It was in 4 different issues of 2011 Just Cross Stitch. You know, if you really love the design, you can buy these on a CD. Usually from Amazon. They have CDs you can get from, I think it's 1990 to 2000, 2001 to whatever it is. There are different CDs. This is 2011. And I love those CDs because, I mean, tons of patterns. But there it is, all, let me back up so you guys can see it, all framed. I did not put glass in this because I broke the glass. So I'm going to have to wait to get a piece of glass to put the glass in this, because things that are just seasonal, I normally don't put things in glass, but if it's going to hang up all year long, I like to have the glass. So I'm going to have to get glass for this and get it recut. But this is what it looks like. I don't know if I can tilt this for you to see, but it's got 1/1 stitching. It has specialty stitches. It's got the spring, the summer, the autumn, and the winter. And I did have a little bit of extra space on the front, top, and bottom, but I'm not concerned with it. But boy, was it a bear to get in there straight. And I hope it looks straight to you, because I'm trying to see myself. I think it looks kind of straight, yes. So, beautiful piece. It is you can see in the light, it's like a bronzy frame. And it really looks good with the animals and the other browns that are in this. So that is so happy that's done. So I need to get a piece of glass and get that hung. And then my last one is my pride and joy, that I'm proud to say it is finally framed. And this is Santa, Woodland Santa. Woodland Santa? Oh my gosh. What is it? Santa of the Forest. That's what it is. Santa of the Forest. And it's got a glare because it's got glass in it. And there it is. Isn't he gorgeous? Oh, I love him so much. Get closer so you can see him. He's got a lot of Kryneck and stuff on him. His staff has got Kryneck. He's got a lot of bling on him as far as Kryneck and stuff. You can't see it, but it is there and it does sparkle. And I think this frame was a perfect frame for this. It's got some modeling on the sides, the gold that matches his staff. And I will tell you, and here's my tip number 2, I thrift all my frames. I do not buy frames from a frame store unless it's Hobby Lobby and they're 50% off and it's really a great deal. I thrift them. This one cost me $4.99 with the glass. And the other one I think was $6.99 with the glass that I broke. And I frame my own. I find frames and I frame my own. And I live in a very small town, so I'm sure if you live in the city somewhere, you've got thrift stores all over the place. You can find them. I take measurements of all my pieces and I keep them in a note in my phone. And I take a tape measure with me. And I'm measuring the inside as to what I want to use it for to make sure what I'm going to get is going to fit. And then, of course, I always buy extra ones and I keep them in stock. They're in my garage in a big tub. And I use them to frame stuff. And my husband bought me a compound miter saw. And I cut mine apart and reassemble them to make them the size I need. I try not to do that a lot because I have one that's been sitting now for 4 months that I cut and it's cut wrong, and then we have winter and I had to stop because it was too cold to take the miter saw outside. And that is my piece that is the patriotic one, and I'm looking at it but I can't remember the name. American something by Little House Needleworks. I can't remember. But anyway, very not hard to do at all. And this thing barely had enough fabric to go in this frame. Barely. And I'm going to flip it over just to show you, because when I say barely enough fabric, you'll see what I mean. There wasn't anything but pinning here, because you can see this is the fabric here. There's hardly anything at the top, and that little bit at the bottom. That is a fat quarter of fabric. And he just barely fit in it. I would have liked him to be a little lower in the frame, but because of the fabric, I had to pin it to the very top and then let it go all the way down. So again, Santa of the Forest, lavender and lace, one of the most enjoyable stitches I've done. I just loved him at every stitch. I loved him. And the colors are just magnificent. The reds, I mean, lavender and lace has the most beautiful patterns, and their colors are spot on. They are just extraordinary. So that was my fully finishes this week. I'll put this down here so I don't drop it. Because if I break it, and let me tell you, I've already broke one piece of glass. Which was that one I said, but I broke his glass, Santa the Forest, I broke his glass too when I was framing him. And thankfully I had another frame that was the same size opening, and I found that glass and I put it in. So I was panicked because I'm like, oh, now I gotta show him without the glass, and I'm not gonna be happy about that. And it all worked out. It all worked out in the end. I think that is all. I can't think of anything. Oh, no. Let's talk about floss tubers, because I haven't done that in a while, and I do, my subscription list is at least 80 or 90 floss tubers on it, and I have some that I am faithfully watch every single time, and then I've got some that I'm just found out about that I'm really enjoying. So let's talk about those people. Maybe you want to go over and check them out if you haven't seen them before, because this is how this works. We support one another and hope that everybody gets an opportunity to get subscribers and enjoy this craft. So the first one is Sarah. She's the Northwood Stitcher, and she is hilarious. I love her. You know what I love about her? She thrifts like I do. She goes to the dump and picks things up. I guess their dump space, they have some area where you can put stuff if it's not damaged or whatever, and people can just take it for free. I don't have that area, but I wish I did, because that is awesome. I would go to the dump and look if they had an area. I know in Florida we had one. They had a little shack, and they would have stuff in there that was still perfectly usable, and you could just come and take it. So good for Sarah for going to the dump and looking for things. She found a glass cloche in the last video, and it had some stuff in it, and she pulled it all out. She cleaned it all up, and it looked fabulous. She's got it looking like new, and she's going to put something else in it. So awesome idea. So really enjoy her, and her stitching is like mine. She's a little eclectic in her stitching, which is nice. Crafty Cat Stitcher, Kathy. She's in Georgia, and thank you so much, Kathy, for shouting me out in your last video. She does a lot of the same type of stitching that I do. We like a lot of the same patterns. So sometimes we pass them back and forth, because she, you know, if I have something that she hasn't done that she loves, it goes to her, and vice versa, and it's awesome. And really love watching Kathy. She's got a new video out, so go check that out. Laura, Stitching by the Shore. Who doesn't watch Laura? She is awesome. She does a lot of stitching that I love, and right now she is working on Lila's Studio on the seasonal ones, and I think she has 2 started, maybe 3, I'm not sure. And they have the Quakers around them. You know which ones I'm talking about. I can't think of them. And then they got the picture in the center. I would love to do that series. The autumn series, the autumn one is absolutely stunning. They're all beautiful, but the autumn one is stunning. So I love going over there, seeing what she's working on. She does little swaps with trading cards, she calls them, where you put cross-stitching on a trading card, and then you swap it. She has a swap group, which is really cool. Lady Robbins. I somehow lost track of her for a little while and realized that I thought I was subscribed and I wasn't, so I went back, subscribed, and now I've got her back in my feed again. So I enjoy watching her. Stitch and Button is a brand new stitcher to me. I can't remember her name, but enjoyed watching her videos. I added her to my subscriptions. Jennifer, Stitching in the Bluegrass, is back again. She was away for several months because she was having trouble with her eyes, and now she's back, and I'm so happy. She is my bestie, the one that I meet up whenever I get a chance to stitch, because she's here in Kentucky as well. So make sure you check her channel out, and all these channels will be linked below. I will link everybody below. And someone that I really thought was cool was an Aussie in a Kiwi world. I laughed at myself because I was like, what's a Kiwi world? A kiwi is a little fruit. I'm like, is she in, you know, some kind of odd South American country that I don't know about? And then I found out she's an Australian in New Zealand, and the Kiwi bird is their bird. So that's what she means by an Aussie in a Kiwi world. But I like her. She's funny, she's entertaining, and definitely someone to watch. I think that was it that was on my, Yep, on my floss tubes for this week. I am going to have a huge giveaway. I just can't not have a giveaway. I said I was going to do a 3,000 subscriber giveaway. I have that, and it's already blown past that, and I'm going to hit 4,000 here fairly soon because I'm at $39.91. So next video, we're going to have to do a 4,000 giveaway, and we'll just make it double fun. And by then, I will be almost hitting my 6-year Flosstube anniversary. So all those things combined mean that we're going to have a fabulous giveaway during that time on the next video. So I'm not going to tell you what we're going to be giving away. I am working on some things. Some of them I've already got set aside for it. Other things I need to get. And I think it's going to be fabulous. I can't believe it. You guys are the best. Stitchy people are the best. You are all my Stitchy friends. It's absolutely wonderful that we support each other in this way, and we all enjoy seeing each other stitching. It just makes me so happy. So thank you so much to everyone. I will be back again in 2 weeks, and that is about the time. Let's see. Flosstube 99 is today, so that will be Flosstube 100. It'll be on the 5th of April. My anniversary is on the 22nd, but we're just going to say April is my anniversary month. And we will see by then how much I got stitching done. I do have a ton of wool applique. I discussed before that I'm in a monthly wool applique stitch along, and I have fallen so far behind. I'm not even going to show any of it. I'll show it next time, hopefully, because I'm going to get some work on it. And hopefully I'll be able to share that next time, and you can see what it looks like. It's going to be a big quilt, and it's called the Gingerbread Bake Shop. And some of these pieces are huge, and I have to do embroidery on them. So I need to get busy. I know I've been spending all my time on my stitching, but I really need to get caught up on my wool applique. So I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. I'm wishing everybody a happy week, a happy weekend. I will see you in 2 weeks. And until then, love to you all, because I feel all the love from you. And you have a great day. Bye.